Yo, what's up, Tenno? Welcome back to the channel where we turn warframes into weapons of mass destruction. Today, we're diving deep into Sevagoth Prime, the Grim Reaper with a serious knack for nuking, racking up millions in damage. Before we unleash the proverbial spectral beast, let's talk about how to get your hands on this Prime powerhouse. You can farm his relics here. Now that you know where to find the relics, it's time to gear up and start cracking them open. Good luck, Tenno! May RNGesus be with you. Once you've assembled your Sevagoth Prime, get ready to cheese the steel path. Now, Sevagoth might seem a bit complicated at first, with his whole 2 frames in one thing. But trust, once you master his kit, you'll be strolling through steel path as if it were just another day in regular star chart. How Sevagoth works. First up, we've got Reap. Sevagoth sends out his shadow, which not only deals damage, but also makes enemies extra vulnerable. Think of it as giving them a big, old kick me sign. Next, we have Sow. This ability marks enemies with a creepy purple glow, dealing a bit of damage. But the real magic happens when you combine it with Reap. Boom! True damage and explosions galore. It's like a chain reaction of pain. Then there's Gloom. This ability creates a zone of slow motion around Sevagoth, making enemies feel like they're stuck in time. And while they're struggling to move, you're siphoning their life force to heal yourself. Talk about adding insult to injury. And finally, the grand finale, Exalted Shadow. Charging up your death well by using Sow and Reap, and once it's full, unleash the beast. Sevagoth's shadow form emerges, ready to wreak havoc. And the best part? Your main body becomes invulnerable during this time. Kinda like having a second life with an alternate set of abilities. Although this form and ability matters not for this build, as we're subsuming raw over Sevagoth's 4th ability, Exalted Shadow. This is where the real nuke action begins. Alright, let's get down to business and break down this nuke build. We're focusing on maximizing Sevagoth's damage output, so we're stacking mainly ability strength and range, with a comfortable amount of duration and efficiency. Think of it as giving him a quadruple shot of espresso. We're also using Shadow Haze and Dark Propagation, the augments for Reap and Sow.
Nice.
These bad boys create a beautiful symphony of destruction. Enemies die, the effects spread, more shadows spawn, and the cycle continues. It's like a never-ending fireworks show, except instead of pretty lights, it's pure carnage. But to maintain pace, let's talk arcanes. Arcane Energize for our energy consumption selves, and Molt Augmented for even more strength. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Sevagoth is squishy. And you're right. That's why we're using a clever combination of survivability tactics. First, we've got our trusty Shade Sentinel with the Ghost mod. This keeps us invisible while we're nuking. It's like playing hide and seek, except you're the one doing the seeking and the destroying. And when our invisibility drops, we've got Gloom to slow down any enemies that get too close. It's like hitting the pause button on their attack plans. As for Archon Shards, we used for Tau Forged Crimson Shards, 3 of them for an additional 45% ability strength and the other one for 15% additional durability, and to top it all off, an Amber Shard giving us 75% effectiveness on energy orbs working in tandem with Arcane Energize. In attempts to mitigate his energy drain, note, depending on your play style, if still struggling with survivability, you could sacrifice one of the Crimson Tau Forged Archon Shards for a regenerative health or shield with the use of a Topaz Shard instead. Alright. Enough talk. Gameplay loop. Raw, Sow, Reap, explosions, repeat. Look at those numbers fly. It's like a damage pinata exploded all over the screen. And with our survivability combo, we're practically untouchable. It's like having a cheat code for the steel path. Couple that with a primer like the Cedo or Epitaph. However, be mindful, shooting weapons even with suppress mods will break Shade's cloaking. There you have it, Tenno. the Sevagoth Prime Nuke build that will make you the envy of every Steel Path veteran. It's powerful, it's efficient, and it's just plain fun. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more Warframe mayhem. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future Nuke builds. Now go forth and become the ultimate reaper of the Steel Path. For our enemies know not of this strength.